Hello, everybody. This is Di, antinatalist, and I picked up this flyer at the post office, and I really did not even know that it was still a law that men register, for the military or the armed forces. On September 16th, 1940, the U.S. instituted the Selective Training Act of 1940, which required all men from 21 to 45 to register for the draft. This was the first peace draft in the U.S. history. The draft has been employed by the federal government in 6 conflicts: the American Revolution War, American Civil War, World War I, World War II, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War. So from 1940 to 1973, men were drafted to fill vacancy in the armed forces that could not be filled through voluntary means. Now, so that's consensual means, right? So basically, this was, a very non-consensual endeavor, and some men did not want to volunteer. They escaped to Canada, or they had, other excuses in order to spare their lives, and that they, went to war and went to battle as a soldier. So I was really surprised to see this at the post office, and so right over here it says, "What is a selective service registration?" It collects names and addresses of men aged 18 to 25 in case of national emergency that would require rapid expansion of the armed forces. And so you're exempt when you're 26, so you can no longer register. So I guess you're too old for the government. You're an old man at 26. What happens if I don't register? Not registering is a felony. Young men prosecuted and convicting of failure to register may be fined up to $250,000, imprisoned for up to 5 years, or both. Failure to register also may cause men to permanently lose eligibility for student financial aid, government employment, job training, and U.S. citizenship for male immigrants. Wow. Yeah, so that's pretty strict, isn't it? I mean, you're born against your will, and then when you're of age and your prime, your best years of your life, you may be called to fight a war that you did not start, nor that you did not condone. So things are very unfair, for young males. And, this is just another aspect of life that can, definitely cause embitterment, and, people that don't want to volunteer to go serve their country or fight wars have every right not to inflict harm on themselves. I mean, I don't blame, a guy one bit for, not wanting to fight. And, a lot of men, who are in college or, want to pursue other things in life, fighting is beneath them. Serving in the military is beneath them. But it is not consensual when you have to fill out a form like this or be penalized. I mean, the young fellows, all they did was, be born. And, I saw a woman today at the post office, and she was, in her 3rd trimester. And I just, I was just hearing over and over in my head, and I just really it was just like, just beating me up because I wanted to say it, but I didn't. And I thought, what made you think that you and your partner should bring a child into this world? And you are bringing an innocent victim into a very harmful, degrading, conflictive, harmful, dangerous world. So, you know, I don't blame any men in the past who did not want to serve their country, because I certainly wouldn't want to serve, and I don't have, you know, I don't have any favor for the military. They, you know, the fact that they fought was certainly against, you know, it's not of my making. I'm not in any kind of a position to start a war. I don't have any power, never had any power, and, you know, never will. And I just, you know, I just reject the whole system. And for those men who, you know, did fight, well, you know, thank you for fighting. Thank you for, you know, sparing the country. But, you know, on the other side, on the other side of the fence, you know, I would be terrified if I was a young man. And I have a lot of empathy for them if they did not want to serve. And I don't even think this form, you know, is, I don't even think this form is like fair to be, you know, filling out, because, you know, they threaten you with harm. $250,000 is a maximum if you just fail to register. How ridiculous is that? So just being born as a male into society, you know, this is your fate. But yeah, nobody has it good once they enter society. And if I was a mother, I would not want my son or sons, you know, to be drafted or to be inflicted harm on. And now, don't get me wrong, I really like my country, some parts of it actually, but, you know, I don't believe in wars, and I don't believe in, you know, the history of our country, or any country for that matter. And so, I think everything in life should be voluntary. And, there's so much harm inflicted on us as it is, and you certainly shouldn't be thrust into being drafted or thrown into an involuntary position as a man. So thank you for watching. Look, it's quick, it's easy. Oh, so they're trying to sell you on this, you know, it's a good thing. Yeah, that's toxic positivity, folks.